Hello everyone, welcome to Sunburned Albino plays Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony episode 14. We're about to start the class trial for the unfortunate demise of Ryoma.
Everyone!
Which is still very... killing all my... Next, they're gonna make Kibo be the murderer, and then it's just everybody I've ever liked is done. Is everyone ready? Not like we have choice, right? Yeah, you're quick to understand. It's as though Monokuma has you trained.
What?
You got nothing to worry about, right, assholes? We'll figure out the culprit, won't we?
Don't worry.
Of course we don't need to worry. The top suspect is super obvious this time. Hey. Right, Himiko? Oh, yeah, no, not a chance. It was Himiko at all. How dare you bully Himiko, you degenerate? You want me to Aikido chop your head off, huh?
Wait.
That's not even Aikido anymore, is it?
Either way.
This matter will be discussed in due time. You should save your arguments until then.
That's right.
Yeah, let's put an end to this at the class trial.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. They could also, like, basically double down on betrayal and make Kaito the person who did it. Which would really probably just break Shuichi's mental state completely. But I don't know that they want to go that hard, that early. I do think something will happen to Kaito, but I don't know that it's going to be now. The door appeared before us with pomp, as if sending heroes off to war. After a pause, we all stepped toward the door. We were silent. All I could hear was our unsteady breathing, just as we passed through the door. Oh man, the elevator left the camera behind. It started up again. Normally I wouldn't mind the shaking, but I'm feeling especially sensitive to it now. Each of us felt that trembling through our entire bodies as we sank further still. Without sure footing, I'm positive I would have fallen as well. My breathing was becoming more ragged. My heart pounded harder and harder, just when I thought I would pass out from the nerves. The elevator came to a stop, but this wasn't the end, no. It was only just beginning. Well, you don't say. Welcome! You've hopelessly arrived once again! Did you want to come here again because of how wonderful it is? Isn't it wonderful? I put so much effort into building this place, it should be a monument. Actually, we're the ones who used the exosounds to build this courtroom, but Father just took all the credit.
Wonderful.
But I am happy to be used as a slave by Father.
What are you saying?
You idiots are really committing to this henchman bit.
They're so...
You guys are just so cute that I can't help working you to the bone. You put a lot of elaborate detail into this courtroom, almost like it's for show.
Oh?
For show, huh? That's an interesting way to put it. Is this just for show? Are you showing this to the people outside, then? Those people aren't with us, so you don't need to worry about them. Get it? They're not with us, as in, they're no longer with us. You know what I mean?
Hey,
In other words, you 13 are the only ones left in the world. Now show me just how you intend to bargain for your lives. Yummy. Then the class trial began. Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. After falling from his former glory, he told us he had no reason to live. But even so, he said he wanted to fight beside us, to get out of here with us. For that, he was trying to find a reason to live. He might have been a little stern, but he wasn't a cold man at all. And the person who killed him is here right now. I want to believe that's a lie. I don't want to believe it at all, but if this is where I find the truth, I won't avert my eyes anymore. This is the wish she entrusted to me. I will find the truth, to get out of here with everyone, alive. I'm going to survive. I can't die here. in order to keep my promise to her. I will fight. I will fight for my life in this trial of truth and lies. Oh, yes, I would like to say thank you. I didn't save at the end of the last episode. Alright, you know how it goes. We gotta review the case. Oh yeah, we gotta look at skills. Oh, we've got new slots, so that's cool. Now that we understand how trials work again, increase the time limit in each phase. That costs so much. It says slightly, like, does that even help? The tension gauge will increase at a faster rate. Effective during argument armament. I don't even remember what that one is. Removes the time penalty for breaking a non-erasable piece. Oh, that's something that hasn't happened yet. Clear Mind increases the amount of letter cubes that can be acquired at once. Effective during Psych Taxi. Sure. Let's have that be a thing. The entire screen will light up more frequently. Ooh, that's helpful. The keyword in the first speaker's argument will be shown from the start. Oh, so that's like, oh, I see. Instantly silences loud voices. Effective during mass panic debate. Oh, hell yeah, give me this. Alright, yeah. Silences all conversations except those the reticle is on. Effective during mass panic debates. I wouldn't want that, because then I wouldn't be able to see all of them. Reveals V-points. That would be good if I cared about that. Alright, let's go back down here and give me just a peek. Requires 3 frag... Oh, I don't have fragments! Oh, dicks. Alright, fine. Okay, well, now you know the drill. We gotta go through all the bullets. I gotta not, you know, be caught with my pants down around here. Alright, the victim is, yeah, discovered in the gym. The cause of death was drowning. He could have been drowned, which makes... Yeah, he was drowned in the sink, I think, for sure. In his ultimate lab. Afterward, the victim's body was consumed by piranhas until only the bones remained. Then we have the piranha tank. The water tank that had the piranhas inside. It was kept in the ultimate magician's lab. It was hung over the water escape tank using the control panel for the stage lights. See, the control panel is what's going to get me, because I've got nothing, no clue about it. Only the front side was made out of glass, the other sides were made out of wood. It looked like there was no lid from the start. So anybody could have just dumped more piranhas in there. But then, like, what would the point of that be? Other than to obscure a body being dropped in there. But then the piranhas would have eaten him at that point, so I'm still not 100% on that either. The window frame had distinct abrasions. If it was scratched by something, there was the same on the window frame of the Ultimate Tennis Pro's lab window, which, yeah, that proves, like, the clothesline theory. But I'm still not sure how exactly that was implemented. Square glass pane was at the bottom of the tank. That's definitely the secret panel that Himiko, like, they came in under the stairs and whatever. Scratched handcuffs. They were scratched as a result of Ryoma. They're the same scratches that were made on the sink in his prisoner thing. That's why they were scratched up. He was being pushed up against it while he was getting drowned in the sink. Yeah. Piranhas that ate Ryoma. Before the magic show, Anji said it looked like there were more piranhas compared to when she prepared for the show the night before. Yeah, so, like, the only reason for there to be more is if they wanted to obscure what else was inside the tank. So I don't know. Anyway, during the magic show and when the timer hit 20 seconds, Gonta went on the stage. No one was in the tank during that time. Gonta didn't notice Ryoma inside the tank until after the piranhas were released. But if he dropped in with them, then why didn't they eat him before? Just because they were cramped doesn't mean that they wouldn't have been able to eat him. Insect meet and greet. The night before, Shuichi and some of the others were forced to stay in the Ultimate Entomologist lab. Himiko and Angie were brought in 5 minutes to 9 p.m. Kokichi left at 9 p.m. Shuichi were forced to participate in the insect meet and greet until after 11 p.m. Okay, so us, Gonta, Kokichi, Kibo, Kori Kyo, Tsumugi, and Tenko were all in this place. We all have alibis for that time period until after 11 p.m. But that also doesn't really exclude any of them from being guilty, because again, if all this stuff happened during the night, and if the clothesline method was used so that you could enter the pool and stuff without being caught or whatever, because, right? Yeah. If they did the clothesline thing to, like, traverse Ryoma's body over to the other side of the window, they never would have had to enter the pool at all, so they wouldn't have broken the rules. Although they did just say no swimming. They didn't say you couldn't be in there. Wait, show me, like, 2 or 3 here. Oh, this is, yeah, specifically, right. And then Himiko and Angie were at 8:55. And then from 9 to 11, everybody is still there except Kokichi. Wet staircase. Behind the stairs that led up to the stage, there was a puddle. The stairs themselves were not wet in certain places. It doesn't seem like the stairs could have gotten wet when the water tank broke. What is not wet in certain places? That's weird. A piece of fabric that was floating in the pool. At first glance, it looks like trash. But if it was from Ryoma's clothing, then you have to wonder where it came from and why it was ripped. So I'm not sure about that. Unless it just kind of like floated off of his body while he was being hoisted across. But then, you know, there's nothing to explain why it came off in the first place. Entering the pool... entering the pool is prohibited. Well, just the pool. Not, like, the room in the pool. Just the pool is prohibited. Scratch sink, yeah, because he drowned in there for sure, I believe. Found on the ground. The tennis net cable was used to hoist the thing and go from the lab into the gym. Maki was standing guard in front of her lab last night. She stayed in her dorm room only during nighttime. Yeah, she's just in her lab forever and nobody's allowed in. Witnessing Ryoma. The last person who saw Ryoma was Gonta. It was around 8 p.m. last night. He was alive. Miyu also saw Ryoma at 7:30. Immediately after Kokichi left the Ultimate Entomologist lab at 9 last night, he was caught by Kurumi in the entrance hall. He stayed with her until 10 p.m. After, he went to the dorms and returned to the Ultimate Entomologist lab at 11. He saw the figure of a girl in lingerie wander around the courtyard a few times. Maybe she was in lingerie so that her clothes wouldn't get wet. But also, perhaps it's like a false flag operation in terms of, like, because Secret Woman Weapon, you're like, oh, I now associate nakedness or whatever with Miyu. But what if somebody else was in their skivvies walking around because they didn't want to get their clothes wet? Here's the water tank trick. A hatch near the top that opens the water escape tank. I don't know how big that hatch is, so I'm not sure what it's for. Except maybe that's how they put more fish in the tank, but then I still have no idea why they did that. Anyway, that's pretty much as far as we're gonna get in terms of understanding things pre-trial. So let's save again. And then let's get this underway. Alright, we're still on mean logic difficulty, but gentle action difficulty, which is how everybody should play this. For sure. If you want the most out of it, in my opinion.
Ahem! Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll provoke correct. I'll punish every. Also, now, let's get this crazy awesome to the max trial underway!
I think we all know who the most suspicious one is. It's...
Let's combine our power and work together, everyone!
The person who's most suspicious is...
Now lend me your energy, everyone, so we can catch the culprit.
Because the murder happened during the magic show, the culprit can only be...
Hi-ya! I'm in top form today.
Tenko, why are you interrupting me? We can't have a good trial if you talk over me.
Huh? I'm not interrupting you. Whatever you have to say is probably worthless anyway, because all males want to talk about is S.E.
Himiko seems suspicious. Yeah?
Hey! Angie, how can you accuse Himiko? Aren't you her friend?
I'm just telling you what Atua is telling me. He is using his divine knowledge to show us the way to survive. You should thank him, lest he pour his holy wrath upon you all.
Screw Atua! That guy's got nothing on me. I'll protect Himiko!
But it does point to Himiko being the most suspicious.
Ryoma died during Himiko's magic show.
His body appearing in the water tank leads one to think the escape trick played a part.
Angie basically wears underwear with a robe on. So she just took the robe off. Then that could have been what Kokichi saw.
It's only natural we suspect Himiko. She was the one performing the trick.
No, that's wrong. The underwater escape wasn't a trick. It was magic.
It's not the part you need to deny. You gotta tell us you're not the culprit.
Magic, huh? That's so cool. What a mysterious miracle. Now, did you kill Ryoma, Himiko? Atua will hear your confession.
Stop it! There's no way any of that is true!
It's true, though. Himiko used the underwater escape trick to kill Ryoma. But I still don't have a clue how Himiko did the trick.
There's no trick. That really was magic.
You know, maybe it really was magic.
Oh, stop it. If you don't reveal your trick now, then we'll vote you as the culprit.
Stop picking on Himiko! A cute tiny flower like her couldn't kill anyone.
I get that you want to defend her, but that might be a bit much.
As I expected, the others suspect Himiko. But I have my doubts. I can't let this case get derailed by misunderstandings. I'm the ultimate detective, so it's up to me. Damn straight it is. Alright, let's do this. We're gonna get 100% this time. We barely didn't get it last time.
Atua has blessed me with an epiphany. The culprit used the underwater escape trick to pull off a sneaky switcheroo with Ryoma.
After that, the time ran out. The tank above Ryoma opened and piranhas came pouring out.
Yeah?
And he was eaten alive!
No, he was not eaten
Eaten
alive.
to bone by piranhas. Savage way to go.
Monaco. Okay, yeah.
Atua has blessed...
Right, okay.
The
File number
culprit
2 is
used
going
the
to disprove the
underwater
fact that he was eaten alive.
The time ran out. The tank above Ryoma opened and piranhas came pouring out.
And he was...
Hell yeah.
That's wrong! No, Ryoma's death was not caused by the piranhas. The Monokuma file indicates the cause of death is drowning.
So it wasn't the piranhas then. He was drowned.
Ooh, I see. I haven't checked the Monokuma file yet, so that's news to me.
You lying little brat! Telling lies is what turns you into a degenerate male!
So what? Ryoma drowned, Himiko changed places with him, and then the piranhas ate him, right?
No, Himiko only had 60 seconds to escape from the tank. Even if they changed places at the start of the show, that's insufficient time to drown someone.
If that is the case, then when did he drown?
When did Ryoma drown? It was obviously... Speaking of when Ryoma drowned...
That's it! Ryoma was already drowned before the show started.
Agreed. Before being eaten by the piranhas, he made no attempt to escape the water. To be precise, he made no movements whatsoever. Yes. By that point, he had already joined the ranks of the dead.
Could that mean his body was hidden until the culprit made it appear in the tank?
Hidden? Where?
The culprit would have had to hide the body near the tank, and then show it during the act.
Easier said than done.
Was there a place on stage where the culprit could have hid the body? Oh, wait! Himiko should know since she performed the underwater escape trick.
Himiko, why won't you just explain it to us?
'Cause it's magic.
I know. Maybe it really was magic.
Shut up.
Himiko is committed to her act, but those who deal in dreams are oft liars.
Why is everyone still picking on Himiko? You're all worse than a drunk dad's ramblings.
We should let him vent. After all, it's tough being the man of the house.
And we gotta figure out how the trick works to find where the body was hidden.
But Himiko does not wish to tell us how she performed her act.
Then let's work together to reveal the secret behind Himiko's trick!
So, not real magic?
No, it was real magic. 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 Magic!
Oh no! It's Himiko's curse! Her curses are really powerful!
Aren't incantations usually more, complicated than that?
Anyway, we first need to determine how Himiko performed the trick. If we can't figure that out, this case is going nowhere. Okay, so this is where glass pane's gonna come in, right? Square glass pane, damn straight.
How did Himiko escape the water tank?
Maybe she just climbed out and no one noticed.
Nah, she definitely would have been caught.
Perhaps a mechanism was set up on the stage.
That's not like a...
The curtain covering the tank was certainly suspicious.
What about that square pane of glass we found in the tank?
Yeah,
Maybe
exactly.
the tank had a secret hatch.
Yes! What?
Damn it!
Excuse me, the square glass pane is a secret
How
hatch.
did Himiko escape the water tank?
Maybe she just climbed out and no one noticed.
Nah, she definitely would have been caught.
Perhaps a mechanism was set up on the stage.
The
Oh, I
curtain
straight up
covering the
missed.
tank was certainly suspicious.
What about
let's see if it goes further than
tank?
what
Maybe the
Maki
tank had a
said.
secret hatch.
It must be real magic!
Yeah! Real escape magic!
Bullshit.
Maybe there were two Himikos,
2 Himikos.
and one of them was Sumugi in disguise.
Hey, my costumes aren't disguises.
That's it. That's right, there was a similar water tank in Himiko's lab. There were
How
some tricks
did
with the
Himiko
tank.
escape the water tank?
Maybe she just climbed out and no
Oh,
one
it's
noticed.
that then?
Nah, she
Okay.
definitely would have been caught.
Perhaps a mechanism was set up on the stage.
The curtain covering the tank
Then
What
we're gonna
about that
agree
square
with
pane
Maki's
of glass
statement
we
with
found
this
in the
instead
tank?
then.
Maybe
I
the tank
guess.
had a secret hatch.
Yeah, there we go.
I agree.
Well, we already are not 100%.
Maki is correct. There was an escape hatch on that tank.
But how big is
So
it?
it did have one.
That's what's really throwing me, is it
That's
looks
right.
like it's
I
tiny.
discovered a similar tank in Himiko's lab.
Himiko can't fucking fit through that.
There was a panel on the side that could open. That was her escape.
I mean, just look at that. Like, it's because of how it's drawn, it just looks like it's... not
Mind
even a
over
Ryoma
strength.
could have fit in that.
No! Your logic is all wrong, Shuichi.
What do you mean?
And you don't even know why you're wrong either. Typical degenerate male. smash in your face with my fists of hot burning steel!
Okay. Oh, is it sword? Yeah, great. Okay. Square glass pane.
The side of the tank being open doesn't have anything to do with Himiko's escape. She didn't use an escape hatch. I know she didn't do that. And now, I'm gonna punch you!
Well,
Wait a second. Before you punch me,
I guess, yeah.
what makes you so sure she didn't?
Because if she escaped from a hatch in the tank, the water would have gushed out with her. There would have been water everywhere.
That actually... Is that where the puddle comes from?
Because if she escaped from a hatch in the tank, the water would have gushed out with her. There would have been water everywhere.
There, yeah, good.
Cut for your words.
Okay. I was looking for puddle, but I guess wet staircase works just as well.
There was a reason the room wasn't flooded with water.
Oh, it's because the staircase was covering the hatch. Except that doesn't make any sense, because how does she get in it then?
The staircase that was attached to the water tank.
Okay, yeah, explain this to me.
Try to remember how the staircase was positioned. It was aligned perfectly with the tank's escape hatch.
Yeah, okay.
Meaning, the water tank was connected to the inside of the staircase.
So the staircase collected the water?
Inside staircase? His body was in stairs?
Knowing that, it's clear how Himiko made her escape from underwater. There was a curtain covering the tank during the performance,
Oh, I see.
allowing Himiko to enter the staircase from the hatch undetected. Any water that spilled out would have simply funneled into the staircase.
But then the top of this staircase had water in it.
So how do you get out from the staircase?
The staircase also has an escape hatch, one facing away from us.
Wait, no, that still doesn't explain it to me at all.
It's placed so that the water would not drain from the staircase.
In which case, a person could exit and leave water inside the staircase.
Yes, and then leave a puddle as they come out.
However, that person would be soaked, meaning that some trace should be left.
That would explain why there was a puddle around the stairs.
So when Himiko came out from the stairs, her wet clothes dripped water all over.
Alright, so the puddle is not then related to the culprit, or Ryoma at all.
Ha ha, bitch! Caught you soaking wet and red-handed!
Judging from Himiko's reaction, you hit it right on the bullseye.
But Himiko's clothes should have been wet when she left the water tank.
Behold, the magnificent underwater escape!
Her clothes were definitely not wet.
Of course. That's because my underwater escape wasn't a trick. It was magic.
No, magic had nothing to do with why her clothes weren't wet. She never went into the water, she dried out quickly, she changed, obviously.
That's it! It's because she changed her uniform.
The dormitory is stocked with uniforms. Did you hide one behind the stage in advance?
I remember seeing Himiko go to the gym this morning, carrying a uniform and a towel.
Is she just delusional then? Himiko, I mean?
Ah! Why would you say that?
I see. She had a towel, too. She may not have had time to fully dry her hair. But her short hair and hat ensured we were none the wiser.
Himiko can't get wet, because her body repels water.
Huh? Like a duck?
Himiko, come on. Give it up already.
Fine. You It's just like you said. The water tank and staircase both have mechanisms.
So I was correct.
But that doesn't mean I used them. I didn't need them, because I used my magic.
Again with the magic crap. Were you dropped on your head as a kid?
Now that we understand how the trick was performed, let us move on.
Yes, let us proceed. Where did the culprit hide Ryoma's body? From our discussion earlier, his body could have been in the space inside the staircase.
But that's where Himiko would escape from, right?
Yeah, she would have run into him.
So Himiko went in the stairs with the body? What kind of kinky shit is she into?
That seems unlikely. There isn't enough space for 2 people to fit in there.
Yeah, the stairs are pretty cramped. It'd be hard to fit even Ryoma and Himiko in there. Who says they went in together? She could have made the switch as she was leaving the tank. At the same time, she could have pulled out the body from inside the stairs. That way, she'd have room to put herself in there. See how easy that is?
No, that can't work because
I
of
think that
Gonta's
explains
account.
how Himiko changed places with Ryoma's body.
Wait a minute! Why did you automatically assume it was Himiko?
Who else but Himiko could have done it?
I don't know, most people.
Angie, you spent more time with Himiko than any of us, so why are you accusing her?
You may think you're protecting Himiko, but what if she really is the culprit? We'll all die, and it will be all your fault. Atua will lose precious devotees. Are you okay with that, Tenko?
I'm totally fine with that.
What?
I don't care what anyone says. Himiko would never murder someone. That's what I believe more than anything. I want to believe in her, no matter what. If I can't do that, then I'd rather just die. So until this body takes its final breath, I'm gonna keep believing in Himiko.
Let's see, is Gonta's account one of the things? It sure is!
The
Then it's gotta
only
be
one
that.
who could have switched out Ryoma's body is Himiko herself.
Nope. Oh, I guess that doesn't work.
I was wrong!
Okay, I jumped
The
on that
only one
by
who could have switched out Ryoma's body is Himiko herself.
When Himiko was escaping the tank, she dragged out the body hidden in the stairs.
No. Yes, but that's not what happened. It doesn't matter if it's feasible, it's not
The
accurate.
only one who could have switched out Ryoma's body is...
I guess we have to find like the
When
most
Himiko-
specific thing.
She dragged
That
out
is,
the
like,
body hidden in
definitely
the
refutable
stairs
just by what Gonta said.
and simply switched
Even though
places
that
with it.
should be, because based on the time.
Are you telling me you saw that happen?
No one could have seen that. It would have occurred in the middle of the show, when the tank was covered with a curtain.
Right?
So basically, no one saw anything.
Not true. Haha!
That's wrong! Someone did see inside the tank. It was Gonta. Gonta had climbed onto the stage and was looking into the tank from above. Isn't that right, Gonta?
Yeah, Gonta saw down into tank, but saw no one in there.
No one was in there?
Yeah, no one. Guess that clue no good, huh?
No, that's actually a great clue. Because if Ryoma's body was hidden inside the staircase, Himiko would have had to pull him out before she went inside. There certainly wasn't enough room in the staircase for both of them. But that means, if the tank was empty when Gonta looked, Ryoma's body must not have been hidden in the staircase.
What if they squeezed into that space with Ryoma's body to avoid getting caught?
She had no need to worry about us witnessing her at that point, for the entire stage was hidden behind a curtain. To all but Gonta, anyway.
then the culprit never would have considered hiding inside the staircase with the body. Entering the staircase after moving the body is much faster, and seems more rational too.
Then, Ryoma's body wasn't hidden in the stairs?
Someone better say where the fucking body was hidden, or I'm gonna start cutting throats!
Where was Ryoma's body hidden? We need to pin that down. It's clear that it was not inside the staircase, but where? This is where I'm gonna not really be sure.
Where were you hiding Ryoma's body?
It wasn't really in the stairs, was it?
Is it
After
in the
all,
piranha
there was
tank?
only enough space for Himiko.
Well, how about behind the curtain?
If there was a way to enter the tank from there, then it would be plausible.
Or maybe the body was in the tank all along, but we just couldn't see it.
I think they're setting it up so that he was hidden in the
Impossible. You
piranha
need
tank.
top-notch visual effects to pull that off.
And what of the tank containing the piranhas?
Yeah.
No way! If you put a body in there,
Yeah.
piranhas would have eaten it way before we saw it.
That's what I'm saying.
But if the body and piranhas were separated, then it wouldn't have been devoured, correct?
How, though? Is that what the square glass pane was for?
Where were you hiding
Was
Ryoma's
it to
body?
separate them?
It wasn't really in the stairs, was it?
After all, there was only enough space.
Dude, you busted the case open.
But we just couldn't see it.
Impossible.
Alright, come on.
And what of the tank containing the piranhas?
Yeah.
No way! If you put a body in there, the piranhas would have eaten it way before we saw it.
But if the body and piranhas were separated...
Yes!
I agree!
It's just that because of how the square glass pane was
The body and
placed
the
at the
piranhas
bottom
were
of the tank, it made me think it was there the entire time. Because it was right in the middle and it was face down. I thought it was covering a hole. Ah.
This was accomplished using the square glass pane found in the tank.
Now, if the pane was, like, on its side, like, leaned up against the tank, then I would have been like, oh, because that's for sure not used for what I thought it was for, so then it could be used to separate them, yeah. But also, there's a size disparity in terms of just how these things are drawn. It's just like the escape hatch. I don't know how big these things are.
Using that glass pane as a divider, a safe space could be created in the tank.
So that's why the piranhas were more cramped. It wasn't because there were more of them, it's because they were all pushed to the front.
It is in such a space that the body could be stored, separated from the piranhas.
That's cool. Yeah.
Then that means Ryoma's body was hidden in the piranha tank the whole time!
So Ryoma's body fell into the water tank with the piranhas?
Gonta knew it!
What is it, Gonta?
Gonta was above stage when piranhas fall. That's why Gonta sees something no one else could. When piranhas fell, Gonta sees some big thing fall into water tank with them.
Right when the timer hit 0, the buzzer went off. And then... the bottom of the suspended tank swung open and the murky water and shadowy shapes inside fell straight into the water tank Himiko was swimming in. Huh? Huh?
You know, now that Gonta think about it, Gonta maybe see Ryoma's body.
When the piranhas dropped from the tank, I thought I saw something bigger drop as well. The water tank on the bottom is made completely out of glass, correct? You can see what is happening through the glass. Can you really hide a body in the tank?
Yeah, the other panels are made of wood.
Even in murky water, a dead body would still be visible in a glass tank.
Unless a certain something was used to obscure the body.
A certain something?
We all agree that the glass pane was used to separate the body from the piranhas, correct? Well, that method has the added benefit of hiding the body from view.
Yeah? How could you hide a body like that?
How was the culprit able to conceal the body in the piranha tank? Crammed piranhas!
This is it!
Isn't it nice when
the
we
piranhas.
understand
The
what's
piranhas
happening?
were obscuring the body.
Huh? The piranhas?
That's right. Remember what Angie said during the investigation?
I noticed it right as the show started. I feel like there are more piranhas today than yesterday when we were preparing.
They increased that significantly? I didn't know piranhas fuck like rabbits.
It seemed that way, but it wasn't that the actual number of piranhas increased. The glass pane divided the tank nearly in half, right? The piranhas got crowded together, making it look like there were more of them.
The more densely the piranhas are packed, the harder it is to see past them.
Because of that, it was difficult to see the body hidden in the tank.
That glass pane was the lid from the piranha tank. It was really easy to detach that lid, so it's no wonder they used it as a divider.
Oh, then it was like a really big glass pane then.
Gee, thanks for telling us that useless detail.
What the heck are you saying? That detail was super useful! Sure, the lid looks a little big, but if you set it diagonally, it would fit perfectly. Nice job, Himiko! Your explanation was awesome!
This much evidence, it seems like the body was definitely in the piranha tank.
Congrats, Himiko! Now there should be no reason for anyone to suspect you.
Really?
Yeah, because if you didn't switch places with the body, then you couldn't have killed him.
It only means we now have other suspects. You are not cleared of suspicion just yet.
Okay, but still, that's way better!
That's wonderful news, Himiko! Atua is happy for you.
Apologize, Angie! You and your Atua better tell Himiko you're sorry right now!
Atua is sleeping. He went to bed angry because you all doubted him.
What a petty-ass god!
No, it's okay. We shouldn't be mad at Angie. We should be mad at this class trial, at this killing game.
Oh, Himiko! Bless your sweet, kind heart.
That's what Atua said anyway.
What?
It's too bad that the handsome god went to bed angry, though.
Himiko's still brainwashed! But I'm not giving up just yet. This is gonna be a breeze. Great, now what are we gonna do? We're back to square one.
And why are we back to square one?
Because any of us could still be the culprit. Jeez! You flunked out of Tard School or something?
Nuh-uh. Not everyone. We can narrow it down to whoever doesn't have an alibi yet.
Eh? What alibi?
I guess I should have known a dumb whore pig like you wouldn't understand. So let me explain.
Who you calling a dumb pig?
If there's this much evidence, then there's no mistake the body was hidden in the piranha tank. But for someone to plant the body in there with such limited time is pretty tricky.
Kokichi brings up a valid point. There's only one time the culprit could have set up this scene. Yesterday during nighttime. Or before the show this morning. Ah, shit! Nope. They set up this morning someone would pop in the act. Yeah, I know, but... Oh, come on!
Damn it!
They still didn't have to go inside the pool at all, though. That's why it could have been during nighttime.
It was done
Don't
yesterday,
be like
before
that.
nighttime.
Ding, ding, ding! The ultimate detective gets it right again!
Oh, wait. How do you know it was before nighttime yesterday?
Stop asking me dumbass questions. It could have been solved with the process of elimination. Jeez. Fine.
Oh,
I'll explain it to the itty-bitty
shit.
pea-brained bitchlet.
Because they used the air pump to blow up the tire swing, it means they would have had to enter the pool storage room, which means they would have had to enter the pool building.
Bitchlet!
Bitchlet.
First, the gym was closed during nighttime, so no one could have entered.
Because if you try to enter the gym at night, it'll go off.
Oh, yeah, in the gym. Yeah, I get it.
You
yes,
talking
that
about
as
my
well.
butthole?
No, she means the alarm.
After nighttime passed, morning came. But hiding the body before the
Okay,
show
that's my bad.
was...
Impossible! Himiko and I were waiting in front of the gym before the morning announcement.
Which leaves only one possibility. It was done before nighttime yesterday. Anyone who doesn't get this is just as stupid as the whore bitchlet over there.
So the culprit placed Ryoma's corpse in the piranha tank before nighttime yesterday? Which means he was also killed during that time frame.
Okay, so then the alibis
now we know
are
what
gonna
time
be
the crime happened, right?
specific.
I still don't really get it, though. Can we narrow down the time of death a bit more?
I'm sure we can narrow it down more if we consider the source of the information. Here's the deal. Witnessing Ryoma.
This is it! If we can find out who last saw Ryoma alive, we can narrow down the time of death.
The last saw it was 8 p.m., which is 2 hours before nighttime.
Kirumi, you were asking everyone when they had last seen him, right?
Yes, Gonta was the last person who saw Ryoma.
What? Really?
And when was the last time Gonta saw Ryoma?
When Gonta was inviting everyone to insect meet and greet, so... Gonta think that was maybe 8 p.m.?
If he was last seen at 8 p.m. and was killed before nighttime officially began,
Then we can assume the crime took place between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock at night.
And then that's...
So all we must do is find someone with no alibi for that time period, yes? Simple enough. After all, most of us were detained by Gonta then.
Indeed.
If I recall correctly, the only people that weren't there besides Ryoma...
That would be the four of us. Myself, Kaito, Mew, and also Maki.
Well, Kirumi, you would tell the truth, even if it screwed you over.
I do this for everyone. It is my duty to unveil the truth, so I do not care if people suspect me.
Ah, beautiful! Your spirit of self-sacrifice is just too beautiful!
I will also say this. The crime took place between 8 and 10 o'clock at night, and I was at the gym during that time. But I was only there for about 5 minutes.
Why would you even say that, though? You're tying a noose around your neck, you know.
I don't care if it was 5 seconds. It's way too suspicious that you were alone in the gym. I think the cleaning lady here is the culprit. You killed Ryoma, didn't you?
It's too soon to tell. We should hear what everyone has to say, right?
Fuck that noise!
But Mew, you don't have an alibi for when the crime occurred either, do you?
You think I'm suspicious? I don't even know where the gym is.
Doesn't telling such obvious lies make you more suspicious, Mew?
The other two without alibis are Kaito and Maki. Let us hear your testimonies.
I was in my research lab the whole time. I didn't go to the gym.
But that cannot be proven, can it?
What about Kaito? Only murderers grow out creepy facial hair like mustaches and goatees.
What? My goatee's not creepy. It gives me a glamorous celebrity vibe.
Anyway, among those four, the culprit must be the one who doesn't have an alibi.
I apologize, but given the circumstances, we have no choice but to suspect you.
Suspect who? Who's the culprit?
Wait up! Why are you guys suspicious of me? I've been helping the whole time!
Oh wait, I remember now.
I do have an alibi.
You will see whether or not I am suspicious as the trial progresses.
I'm
No
not the
way I'm the
culprit.
culprit!
Oh, here we go. Oh no, the mass panic debate is going to start. That's what you're thinking, right? Well, you're exactly correct, buddy, but let me give you another tutorial first. The mass panic debate this time around will have loud voice dialogue. It's when one of your opponents shouts their opinion in a loud voice. That blocks out everyone's arguments. Even if you see a weak spot, you can't refute it. Oh no, what do I do then? That's what you're thinking, right? Luckily, it's just like white noise. Shut them up with the X button silencer. After that, all the arguments will be audible again. Then you just shoot the truth bullet at the weak spot. You know the drill. Thank you for your understanding. Oh boy. Gonta's account, pool rules, Maki alone, witnessing the
I was running away from Gonta!
Alright, let's just view
What
it.
is your
this
alibi?
Tried hiding in the classroom.
When I was running from
I even
Gonta,
tried hiding in the girls' bathroom.
Things got a little
good for
heated
you.
to catch my breath. Filthy male pervert!
Gonta,
What's Monkey's alibi?
Then right before nighttime, I got tired and
then right
fell
before nighttime, I
asleep.
got tired.
Did
fell
you
asleep,
really
didn't
leave
run
the
into
gym at
anyone.
9
Did you really have to leave at 9 p.m. in the girls'
I was
bathroom?
Are
in my
you
research
sure
lab
you
the
did
whole
not
time.
stay at the gym?
No, in my own room. Jeez.
Sort out everyone's stay was just like Kaido, but we need to calm down.
I was running away from Gonta.
What is your
Tried
alibi?
hiding in the classroom.
When I
Sure
was
you
running
did
from
I even
Gonta,
tried hiding in the girls' bathroom.
things got a little heated to catch my
Until they
breath.
left the
Filthy
zone.
male pervert!
Do it again.
What's Monkey's alibi?
Then right before nighttime, I got tired and fell
I
asleep.
didn't run
Did you
down.
really leave the gym at 9 p.m.?
I was in
Are
my
you
research
sure
lab
you
the
did
whole
not
time.
stay
What?
at the
No,
gym?
in my own room. Jeez.
Dude, when he starts yelling, it like cancels out immediately, and I'm not sure what to do. There's like an orange statement that I think got passed over.
I
I
have
was
an
running
alibi.
away from Gonta.
What is your
Tried
alibi?
hiding in the
5
classroom.
When I was running from
I even
Gonta,
tried hiding in the girls' bathroom.
things got a little heated to catch my
Until they
breath.
left the
Filthy
zone.
male pervert!
Then right before nighttime, I got tired and fell
I
asleep.
didn't run
Did
down
you
anyone.
really leave the gym at 9 p.m.?
I was in
Are
my
you
research
sure
lab
you
the
did
whole
not
time.
stay at the gym?
No, in my own room. Jeez.
I have
I
an
was
alibi.
running away
for
from
about-
Gonta.
What is your
Tried
alibi?
hiding in the
5
classroom.
minutes.
When I was running from
I even
Gonta,
tried hiding in the
others
girls'
were with me.
bathroom.
things got a little heated to catch
Until
my
they
breath.
left the
Filthy male
Gonta.
pervert!
What's Monkey's
That was
alibi?
5
Then
minutes
right before
9
nighttime, I
p.m.
got tired and fell asleep.
Okay, hold on. When did the last person who saw her? Yeah, Miyu saw Ryoma 30 minutes before that. Maki was standing guard. She stayed in her dorm room only during nighttime. Standing guard in front of her lab last night. She even tried hiding the girl. There's no girls' bath. It is the bath. Sure did not leave the gym at 9 p.m. Is Maki's thing next to the gym? No, it isn't. So what? Then Kokichi's account. Immediately after he went to the bath, saw the figure of a girl in laundry went in the courtyard a few times. He returned at 11. He left at 9 p.m. last night. He was caught by Kirumi in the entrance hall. Would Kokichi have seen? Okay, I see.
Did you really leave the gym at 9 p.m.?
Here we
I
go.
was in
Are
my
you
research
sure
lab
you
the
did
whole
not
time.
stay at the gym?
No, in my own room.
Haha! I still got it.
No, I think Kirumi is telling the truth. Kokichi's story proves it.
Right when I got to the entrance hall, Kirumi spotted me. That was right after I left Gonta's lab, so it was right around 9 p.m. Oh, Kiba was talking to Kirumi at that point. I thought he was talking to Gonta. Or, I mean, Kaido. I see. That threw me off a little bit. She started throwing questions at me left and right. I said, I was up to no good. She just kept talking, then finally let me go at 10 p.m. when nighttime rolled around. A whole hour? Well, only the first half hour was a lecture, then we played tag for the other half.
Kokichi met Kirumi at 9 p.m., and they were together until nighttime.
Gonta went to the gym to catch Himiko and Angie 5 minutes before 9 o'clock. After I left Gonta's lab, I ran into Kirumi. I'm pretty sure Kirumi stayed at the gym 5 minutes till 9 o'clock.
This information could have been told to us beforehand.
Sorry, forgot. I definitely didn't keep it a secret to make the trial more interesting.
Forgot? It seems far more plausible that you were telling another lie.
Unlike robots, we meatbags can't pull out our memories from our hard drive.
Was that supposed to offend me? Your irrationality fills me with pity.
If I am the culprit, that would mean I killed Ryoma within 5 minutes, transported him to the gym, and hid him in the piranha tank. This seems highly unlikely.
If you called Ryoma out to the gym and killed him there, you wouldn't need to move him. All you would have to do is hide him in the piranha tank.
Gonta was in the midst of heading to the gym to capture Angie. Are you claiming I took advantage of that and called Ryoma for a rendezvous at the gym?
That'd be pretty difficult. We should probably look at other possibilities.
Maybe someone snuck into the gym while Kirumi and I were busy talking.
The only ones capable of that are the other 3 with no alibis.
Mew, Kaito, and Maki! Ah, you're including me too?
But there's actually one person we can rule out of the suspects list.
Right? There's one person who's totally not suspicious. Say who it is already.
One person can be eliminated as a suspect, according to Kokichi. He must be talking about the figure he saw. They certainly would have an alibi. We need to pin down who that was. The key to that fact lies in Kokichi, Gonta, and Miyu's statements. According to what we know, the figure Kokichi saw must be...
That's it! Kokichi, you're talking about Mew, right?
What? Mew?
Yeah, you can take her off the list. She actually has an alibi.
Booyah! Suck it, nerds!
Wait a sec, since when does she have an alibi?
If you compare everyone's statements, there's no other possibility.
Oh yeah, I did see something odd while Kirumi was lecturing me. Something odd? I saw a half-naked girl wandering around the courtyard in her underwear. It was too dark for me to make out who it was, but I saw her walk around for a bit.
A girl walking around half naked?
Who else could it be but the horny exhibitionist Mew?
We can't just jump to conclusions like that. He just saw a shadow, right? That could have been anyone walking around in women's underwear, even me.
That'd be a whole different issue.
No, it's Mew, without a doubt. Mew and Gonta's statements prove it.
Oh, Gonta see Miyu, but Gonta's face get red hot, so Gonta no could bring her. Your face got hot? You mean you were hot on her trail, right? No, she used her, what she call it, secret woman weapon, and then... Well, I had to use my secret woman weapon, and let's just leave it at that.
I see. It sounds like Gonta got an eyeful,
What? Why the heck were you in your underwear, Mew?
Oh, well, 'cause, I'm
Pretty stacked, so... I figured I'd take my clothes off so Gonta would be too flustered to touch me. That's my story and I'm sticking to it, you cockroaches! Anyway, I think the blood rushed to both of Gonta's heads because he got super embarrassed.
Mew was in her underwear, and Gonta got weird feeling. So Gonta ran away.
Well, when you got the body of a goddess, it's only natural to want to flaunt it. I show my panties to the boys all the time. And I mean all the time. So you're welcome, Gonta. Think of me during your next tug session.
Most of that was unintelligible nonsense, but it would seem that Mew has an actual alibi.
Yep, it took a while, but at least we got everyone's alibis cleared up. We should remember all of this in case we need to recall these events again.
Alibis for yesterday has been recorded in the monopad.
That leaves Kaito and Maki. as the only ones with no alibis.
Then one of them must be the culprit. But which one, I wonder? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch the culprit by its...
Hold up! Don't decide just yet!
Two prime suspects, Kaito and Maki. But something inside me doesn't want to accuse Kaido. I want to believe Kaido. Until he's proven guilty, I will trust him.
Maybe we should determine the sequence of events. The culprit
No, we should do something more fun. And I have the perfect idea.
Ooh, that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys